Hi, I'm Diana. Welcome to our Tuesday series, Unblah Your Life, where we tackle small projects that make big differences. Today we're choosing a few upgrades that work better and have style. You don't have to choose one or the other. You can and should have both if possible. But the thing about upgrading your house is, honestly, you feel like everything could be upgraded. So it's kind of overwhelming when you start with this mindset. So I picked a few things that I felt really needed an immediate upgrade. First of all, I knew I needed to start with the dining room fixture that came with the house. I do not like this thing. When I started putting away the cookware that I moved here with, I realized that really needed a better plan. Also, I need an upgrade in the cohesiveness of my house. I need to make it feel like it's all connected, all the same place. And I just started my garden, and this is where I got the idea for my upgrades. So right now, my garden is tiny. It's just in some pots out front, but it really does make me happy. It's just a couple of vegetables and some basil and some seeds that just started to sprout. Those little sprouts make me so happy. So what I have inherited with this house, as well as the dining room fixture, is a bunch of geraniums that really just happen to be there. They don't seem to have any kind of intention. They weren't chosen for their beautiful color. They're just standard geraniums. And I just thought, I want to upgrade the flowers that I grow without committing to a huge flower garden. I grew up in my grandmother's house, and she was already gone, but her flowers came up every year. She had a gorgeous flower garden, lily of the valley, lilacs, daffodils, roses, tulips. It was amazing. It changed my life. But I just remembered that her favorite flower was actually marigold. And I thought, wouldn't that be nice to honor my grandmother's flower garden and her intentions by planting more marigolds? Marigolds not only have a beautiful color that I love to wear, I love to be around, it makes me happy, but they have a great function as well, where they keep pests away from your tomatoes and basil. And I just thought, wow, they work well and they have style. So I brought that idea into my kitchen. So I just recently moved, and that means that I had to move everything in my house to my house, which means I had to really kind of give it a second thought. And when I was picking up my stainless steel cookware and it was all banged up, and I was remembering what it was like to scrape food off of it when I was cooking, my favorite foods really stuck, like eggs and tofu, and I just thought, can't I be doing this better? Because I had chosen stainless steel because I was trying to get away from forever chemicals. Everybody knows the joy of cooking in nonstick cookware, but everybody knows you should stay away from forever chemicals that are often in those kinds of pans. So I decided to upgrade my stainless steel pans to this pretty set from Caraway in marigold because I knew cooking could be better and I knew it could be more stylish. If you cook several times a day, like I do, your pots and pans are always out. So you need something that looks stylish as well as works the best. But it's also really important that it's healthy and easy to clean. And this set is all of those things. And if you haven't heard about Caraway, they're a non-toxic kitchenware brand that has a special ceramic coating that's been tested for over 200 forever chemicals. They're not in there. And not only that, just a tiny little bit of oil or butter makes eggs and tofu slide around in the pan. And that's why we're going to cook them right now. So I do eat 1 egg a day usually. And when I was cooking in stainless steel cookware, it was sticking like crazy and I would end up with an overcooked, crumbly mess. I really do cook a lot of tofu, so when it sticks, it drives me bananas. But cooking tofu in these pans has been a dream. So after it's crispy, I just add a little bit of marinade. I can even get my fried rice browned and just sliding around in the pan with just a silicone spatula. I also love cooking from scratch tomato sauces for hours because it fills the house with such a beautiful smell. It feels so cozy. So not only do these pots and pans look great on the stove, and they look great when you put them away in their own little storage set that's magnetic and you can rearrange it as you like. I also love this lid holder that goes right inside of my cupboard, so it's just one nicely, neatly stored set that looks gorgeous. I actually love cooking a lot of different foods, and if you do too, I highly recommend this set that has the saute pan, fry pan, Dutch oven, and saucepan, plus lids for all of them. And you can get them individually, but this set will save you 20%. Plus, you can stack my code UNBLAH10 on top of that for an additional 10% off. This is not an inexpensive set, but if you are able to invest in your health, in your cookware, I do find this set to be worth it. And don't forget to access all of the codes and discounts available to you. So I do spend in some places where it's a long-term commitment, But in other places where I'm just not sure, it might change throughout the years, I like to save. So I was really excited to find this IKEA light pendant at the thrift store for $15. I've always liked the shape of this one, and I just wanted to make it a little more personal, so I brought that marigold color in with spray paint. And I just used a regular old can of spray paint from Rust-Oleum, and it wasn't that hard to do. And I was able to make a huge upgrade in my dining room and bring that sunny color in. And not only that, I get to add a Philips Hue light bulb to it, so at night I can change the color and change the vibe of the room. And I love the way that the light comes through the texture of the lamp. I'm so incredibly happy. So it was roughly a $25 upgrade, and it is a huge difference. Works better, looks better. Another place I saved money is I got a rug from the thrift store that was in really good condition. It was $20. It has that same kind of orangey marigold color in it that I really wanted to bring into my space, and I thought, this is what's going to tie it all together. I've got the marigold in my kitchen, I've got the marigold in the light fixture of the dining room, and this is going to bring the marigold to the living space. So there you go. You spend some, you save some, it all evens out in the end. And if you are interested in the Caraway cookware, do not forget to use my code, and you want to make sure that you get in for that Father's Day sale. Make sure you look for my link below. I can't help you with finding your own thrift store rug and light fixture, but I can help you with that. Tell me in the comments the ways that you upgraded your house with a stylish item that works better, what it was. Let's talk more about this. I'll see you soon.